Welcome, flat earthers and ball earth skeptics. I'd like to show with you a high altitude balloon flight footage shot with a 360 fly camera. Here's the website for the product, 360fly.com, which is where I got all this footage from. So I did not shoot this footage. You can find all this footage online. All the URLs will be provided in the links below. If we scroll down here to the tech specs, we see that it shoots in pretty high resolution. The lens type, 8-element glass ultra fisheye lens, f2.5 aperture, 240 degree field of view. Okay, so it's boasted as 360 degrees, but you get the idea. You basically have almost a 360 degree view all the way around. And if we jump over to the video, 360 fly in space, the balloon reaches a altitude of 115,000 feet, which is over 20 miles. So this is much higher than commercial plane flights or anything like that. This is the video on the website. As you can see, you can interactively move the camera, the recording. You can move around within the recording and kind of look around, which is pretty awesome. And they let this thing go up. It gets up there. I'm not here to argue horizon. Horizons are flat. It shares a root with the word horizontal. Horizons are flat. I'm not here to argue that. Curvature has not been found. I'm not here to argue that either. What I am here to point out is something interesting that happens when this balloon pops. It's not evident in the footage that they show here on the website, because this is the lens corrected footage. As you can see, the horizon, even at high altitudes of over 100,000 feet, is still perfectly flat. Earth is not moving below. You can see a clear reflection of the sun off the water here, but that's besides the fact. I'm going to put I tried to download this footage just to look at it closely, frame by frame. And when I tried to download it using savefrom.net, which is just a website where you type in URLs and you grab the videos off the site. I usually use it to download videos off YouTube as well. You don't get this video. You don't get this version of the video. You get the raw, uncorrected 240 degree ultra wide fisheye view. So they're somehow using some kind of software to allow you to view it in the corrected version and look around. But I'm going to put side by side the original unedited raw footage right beside this corrected footage. And right around 4:10, when this balloon pops, something very interesting happens, and I think it might be key to figuring out exactly how we've been deceived, or how some of these deceiving Earth from space photos are being sold to us. So let's check it out. Alright, so here we have two versions of the same video. So the one version is the raw footage, ultra wide 240 fisheye. I downloaded that from 360fly.com, the space footage part of the page, and I use savefrom.net. So if you want to go use it, you can go download the raw footage yourself too. On the right, on the other side, I screen recorded the lens corrected interactive version, and this is also available on YouTube somewhere. There's a version of this on YouTube, the same video, where you can move around the view like I showed you. And I fixed the view onto the horizon so we can I tried to keep it level as much as I could throughout the video, so we can see side by side what this looks like using the ultra wide fisheye and what it looks like corrected at the same time. The videos I tried to sync them up as close as possible. The balloon pops around 4:10, and something really funny happens. So let's watch. You can go do this yourself if you want. You can move around the view on 360fly.com. I fixed it. I tried to get the horizon nice and level so we can see how this looks as it rises. throughout the video. As I said before, horizon and horizontal are two words that are very closely related. Horizons are flat. They're not curved. So as you can see, the fisheye version, the 240 ultra-wide RAW, is very distorted. It looks like the sky is a sphere. You know, it looks really distorted. But as you can see on the lens-corrected version, horizon is nice and flat. But notice that the horizon being nice and flat makes it appear in the 240 ultra wide to be circular, to be a perfect circle. So remember that. Keep that in mind, because you'll see later on in the video when this thing pops, you're gonna see how this all comes together, and how photos taken from high altitudes can be very deceiving in terms of a ball Earth. For people who think that it's not possible to make trick photography to make the Earth look like a ball. Well, here'll be some proof. So this thing gets higher and higher, and now here it is. We're, in quote-unquote outer space. This thing reached an altitude of 115,000 feet, approximately over 20 miles. You can see some nice reflections off the flat Earth below. Nice and peaceful and calm it looks. Beautiful. The sun. Got them synced up pretty well, I think. So as you can see, the raw footage is very distorted compared to the lens corrected version. Everything is very flat in the lens corrected version, and everything is very round in the raw. So let me get to the good part. I'm just gonna skip forward here. Right around 410. Let's see how this looks from two versions of the same video. So here we go. The balloon pops, and it starts turning downward. The camera starts to face downward towards the Earth. And look what happens. As you can see on the left, on the ultra wide, that looks like a lot of curvature there. That looks like a shot from the ISS, almost. You know what I mean? Something they would composite together from the ISS and say they took it from the ISS. On the right, you can see still flat. Here we have a full-on, what is this the globe? Is this what people are purporting is the globe we live on? The camera's facing straight down, and the perspective has been inverted. So remember before, the sky looked like it was a perfect sphere, but we know the horizon is flat all around us. Well, now the Earth looks like a sphere, and with the blackness of space around the outside. But evidently we can see on the lens-corrected version that it's a flat plane below. This thing is going head over heels over a flat surface. But on the the fisheye version, here we have another ISS shot right here. You're telling me that if NASA didn't put this out with some nice CGI and a satellite arm solar panel right here, and put in some fake stars, you're telling me that people wouldn't eat this up and think this is taken from the ISS? Of course they would. And it flips around. We got some more false globe shots. And these are always the shots they show on TV and newspaper articles. I saw a newspaper article where they talked about someone setting up a camera, and they always show the super distorted shots. They always show the screen grabs of the distortion. They never show the level, the level version. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's getting ridiculous, people. It's getting ridiculous. I'm gonna pull up a couple of screen grabs from here and put them alongside some supposed International Space Station shots, and we'll see what it looks like.